Всем привет, с вами Даша, и мы начинаем новую игру Willy Morgan and the Cars of Bown-Town. В переводе Вилли Морган и секрет и проклятие города Бон. Игрушка по типу квеста. Начинаем играть.
I did it! My research is finished at last. Tomorrow I'll submit it to the professor. It will be a big day. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Dad's disappearance, too. It's already been 10 years. Henry Morgan, the famous archaeologist, vanished under mysterious circumstances. This was the most recurring headline in the newspapers. I'm sorry, Dad. I tried really hard to understand where your final research took you. A hello to Mom, and then to sleep. Unfortunately, she can't be here tomorrow. Her latest expedition in the Amazon is taking longer than expected. Let's hope she receives my email. Good night, Mom. Coming! This postman believes that everything he delivers is urgent. One can never even get a few hours rest. It's only 2 p.m. The day has only just started. Let's see. Bills. A letter for me? Nobody writes to me, usually. It's dated July 25th, 2008. The same day my father disappeared. Dear Willy, it's Dad. If you received this letter, it means that my mission didn't go according to plan. I can't linger or I would put your mother and you in danger. You must go to the old inn in Bown-Town as soon as possible. Room 09. But never trust anyone. Everything begins there in the warmth of a friendly place. Love, Dad. It certainly isn't a prank. The style and handwriting are my father's. I've looked for clues to his disappearance for 10 years. And I even got a letter from him. I must leave for Bown-Town immediately. I'll have to manage somehow, because Mom is still traveling. But Bown-Town isn't far. With a little money and a bike, I can get there in a few hours. I saw the bike around the house. There's even some money around here somewhere. Off we go! Perfect! I already found the bike. Or rather, what's left of it. To leave, I'll need all the other parts, too.
Я так понимаю, он сам будет ходить.
Hi, I'm Willy. Would you like to take a short tutorial to learn how to handle things in my world?
Я уже думаю, он здесь сам будет всю игру проходить и не даст нам управление. Ну, давайте пройдем обучение.
Good. Let's do a quick overview of how to play. Let's start with the basics. By holding down the space bar or clicking on the icon at the top left, you can highlight the objects with which you can interact. Try to see what happens. Great! As you can see, the hotspots are marked with an icon like this one. If you want to pick up an item, use it, talk to someone, or speed up the dialogue, you can do so by pressing the left mouse button. Now try to pick up the object you spotted a few moments ago. Good. Now let's focus on the inventory. You can open and close it by using the mouse wheel or pressing the I key. Give it a try. Very good. You can examine an item both in the inventory and in your surroundings by pressing the right mouse button. Reopen the inventory and examine the item you just collected.
Так.
Perfect. We have completed the tutorial. Here's a last bit of useful information. You can open the pause menu by pressing escape or by clicking on the menu icon at the top right. Finally, by double-clicking with the mouse on the directional arrows, you can immediately move from one place to another. If you are uncertain of what to do, you can access the help section included in the pause menu. Let's start.
Ну, управление, в принципе, такое же, как и в приключении Ктулхи.
I need a ladder to get to it. A bicycle wheel. Too easy.
Ну, почти такой же.
The wardrobe door. It's a tribute to my favorite band by the artist Glenn Fernandez Sardi. Collecting everything found lying about is a real fixation. The wardrobe door is open. I can make a very good impression with this. Essential for traveling.
Так, у нас есть ремень.
It's the wardrobe's top drawer. It's one of the wardrobe's drawers. Another one of the wardrobe's drawers. They look like the pedals of a bicycle. They will come in handy. I'll take them with me. Here they are. Too many drawers. I don't have enough clothes to fill them all. Empty. I could fill it up with the stuff inside the boxes around the corner in the corridor.
Так, давайте посмотрим, что нам надо. Так, звонок, руль, сиденье, шестеренки и 2 колеса. И еще шестеренки. Окей.
My trusty old piggy bank. My mother gave it to me as a present. According to her, it's the best way to learn home economics. Or, in other words, learn to save. And judging by the sound the piggy bank makes, I got pretty good at it. Its contents could come in handy. A nice compass. Giotto always had one too, or so they say. It certainly helped me sleep better. It won't come off. It looks like it's bolted on. An ordinary incandescent table lamp. It simultaneously illuminates and warms. Et voila!
Так, это, возможно, колесо, возможно, нет.
It's a photo of my cousins, Nate and Sammy Morgan. I haven't heard from them in years, but we were always close. It's a memento. Best leave it here. I wonder what this key opens. No way. If we start by taking a key at the beginning of the adventure, what will happen next? It's a door.
Так, давайте искать дальше.
The artist wanted to express the concept of the Ubermensch tied down by the instability of human life. All I see is a comfortable armchair in front of a landscape. Maybe this explains why I'm not an artist. It's Furniture in the Valley by Giorgio de Chirico. It's essential to remember the title and the author's name. Here's a part of the bicycle, the one it can't do without. It's always good to have one for a pleasant bike ride. There's a lot of stuff still left to sort out. Notes, research. Coming from a family of adventurers, what else could be expected? I'd better take only what is strictly necessary. Every house should have one, by law. It's better than a Swiss Army knife. It can be used for all sorts of things. I feel more at ease taking it with me. I glimpse maps and various memorabilia, but I don't believe they'll take me to Bone Town. I promise when I get back, I'll sort everything in alphabetical or chronological order, just as I've been doing for the last year. It's my toolbox. My very useful tools. If only there was a rubber chicken, but these could come in handy too.
Ты все взял?
It's my toolbox.
Все взял, окей.
We had moved recently, and after my father's disappearance, everything was left as it was. Too many things. I couldn't take them all with me.
Так, пошлите дальше.
My ancestors were great navigators. According to family legend, our lineage descends from no less than the famous pirate Henry Morgan. But this is another story. It's a work by Vladimir Kush, Departure of the Winged Ship. I don't think it would be useful to me. I will leave it here as a warning to future generations. My mother's bedroom. Looks like it's not locked. The lamp is on. When my mother's busy with research, everything else comes second. I better not turn it off. Mom must have had her reasons for leaving it like this. At least I think so. My mother took almost everything with her for this journey. This is the map that led my mother to the discovery of her first sunken shipwreck. I've decided to keep this souvenir as a good luck charm. She's been looking for new treasures ever since. A little like my father, before his disappearance. They were always soulmates. Since my father left, Mom has devoted herself entirely to me and her work. Then I grew up. I don't need a map to get to Bone Town. I already know where it is. Moreover, this isn't a map of our state.
Окей.
It's the family crest. I don't think it has the same value as that of lords or barons. As a matter of fact, I believe it was created by my father to honor the Morgan roots, in pursuit of knowledge, for glory and posterity. Dad used to say this at the end of bedtime stories, the protagonist of which was invariably a Morgan. It's not about bragging to friends. It's the symbol of my family, and I'm proud of it. I see all that working out has yielded results. Admire my physical prowess. It doesn't look like the other figurines. Strange object. Let's see what happens when I pull one of the branches. I thought so. Ingenious. Typical of my mother. I bet she designed it. Look at the nice ring inside it. A ring. At first glance, it looks antique. I guess my mother didn't take it with her for fear of losing it. It looks ancient, and there's also an engraving inside. Difficult to make out. S.C. Arvis Mag A. I think I know what it is. I'll put it in the bag. It might come in handy.
Смотри, только не потеряй.
Wow! Now in your inventory you have items that you can combine. Doing so is very simple. Open the inventory, select an item with the left mouse button, then select a second item. If successful, wait a few moments and you'll see these items combine and a brand new one will appear. This will certainly be very useful. Try to combine the item you just found with another item you already have in your inventory. It's made of rubber. It will certainly come in handy, if it only had a pulley. A strong monkey wrench. It's the screwdriver I found in the toolbox. And it came to pass that my criminal career began.
Ясно. Ты испортил кольцо, я тебя поздравляю.
It's my mother's alarm clock. Ever since she gave it to me to repair, though, it stopped working altogether. It could contain something important that would be of use to me. They were all written by Elizabeth Reed, my mother. To me, it's a sort of logbook of her travels over the last 10 years. After touring the world, she decided to partly reveal the origin of her discoveries. I'm in many of them, before becoming mature enough to look after our home and carry out my own research. I've already read them all. Let's see what's wrong with it. Look what was inside it. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Replacing the internal alarm with the bicycle bell might not have been a brilliant idea.
Короче, тебе чинить ничего нельзя давать. Ясно.
By the looks of it, it seems like a bicycle bell inserted into an alarm clock, which is why the alarm clock stopped working. I think I'll need it shortly. I don't need a broken alarm clock for my trip. Maybe it didn't deserve to be treated like this.
Не заслужил.
The bathroom door. I dare not imagine the fabulous surprises hidden behind this closet door. It's the closet door. I confirm my morning impression. I'm particularly handsome today. And even the pimples I had yesterday have vanished, making room for other smaller ones. There's a lot of stuff in here, but it's no use to me. An old bottle of sun lotion. Judging by the date on its cap, I suspect it's dried up completely. An old bottle of sun lotion. Judging by... Let's take it. One never knows what might come next.
Вопрос, где ты его используешь, раз уж у него уже истек срок годности.
Liquid soap, the modern hygienic solution. I ran out of it this morning. I meant to go shopping, but my plans fell through. I love research, but not to this extent. If somebody threw something in there, it means it wasn't meant to come out again. Body care beauty products, and the results can be seen. There isn't a drop left. I used it all for the bath I was planning to take. I was ready for a nice relaxing bath. Best to postpone it. I need something to get the plug out. I don't want to get wet.
Намочишься, ничего страшного. В чем беда?
I see no alternative. Now you'll discover the huge power of a plunger.
А после чего
Nice
это
work.
тебе?
Now I can safely leave home. Well, look what was hiding in the bathtub. Look where you ended up, dear old useful cog. It's certainly a part of the bicycle. I'm amazed by the extremely intelligent use I made of it.
Где у тебя от велосипеда детали только не хранятся? Ясно. Так, можно еще вниз. Но нам руль, шестеренки, колеса остались.
He's my grandfather, himself a famous archaeologist. He was among the first to discover the lost civilizations of the Amazon. I'm the bookworm of the family. He's my grandfather. It's a work by the great artist Tiago Huasel. He called it Suhasuna. It's needed to identify the author of the painting. I don't need a painting to remind me of my grandfather. To remember my little dog Pipoca, and to keep the front door closed. It's Pipoca, as painted by Tiago Huasel. I'd rather leave it where it is. I like where it is. I remember when you could get in there. It works perfectly. I would only run the risk of damaging it. Old reminders. There's information that could be useful. It's the door to the kitchen.
Так, ну сначала здесь осмотрим.
It's my bicycle. Or rather, a part of it. There's still something missing. Owls are not what they seem. Some things still frighten me. How can I possibly use it? Maybe this is the best place for it. I see my favorite section about real-life pirates is also here. Pirate Code by H. Morgan. Treasure Trove Troubleshooting. And the #1 book, Grog and Other Delights. I've already read them all. From here, I can access the rest of the world. Let's get hold of some money and transportation for the journey.
Так, ну пошлите на кухню. Посмотрим, что там.
It's a regular gas stove. I can't. When Mom leaves for a trip, she always turns off the gas to avoid any unpleasant surprises. She always says that for a kid my age, the microwave is more than enough. I don't think the incident last year helped. Let's just say that calling the fire department about a burned pan can't exactly be considered my finest moment. I can't remember where my mother found it, but I always feel like I'm being watched when I'm here. I would like to return it among the boxes stacked in the closet, but I'd better leave it here. They look like tins to store pasta or cookies. In this, my mother used to hide little surprises for me. Let's see if I'm still lucky. Would you look at this? It looks like there's a little emergency money in the bottom of the tins. There's no greater emergency than this.
Окей, у тебя появились
It's quite a bit of money.
деньги.
Once the piggy bank is opened, I could have a small fortune. I've already taken what I need. I can't. I don't... Very useful when one is always in a hurry. I could do with something to cook. Others use it to cook sweet little furry animals. I prefer heating up something already cooked. This is a brilliant example of how a kitchen can be untidy and clean at the same time. It doesn't look like it, but there's a logical order. If I start moving everything, the whole day will be affected by it. It's the fridge. My mother also uses it as a board for her memos. This screw is loose. There's a risk the shelf might fall.
Что здесь делает руль, у меня вопрос.
I need something to secure it. It looks just like the handlebar from my bike. I can't take it. It serves an important function in this fridge. I used it temporarily to reinforce one of the shelves. If I pull it out, everything will fall down. I first need to fix the shelf. Pepperoni and pineapple pizza. A real delicacy. Pepperoni and pineapple pizza is my favorite. Maybe I might eat a slice later for a snack. Various foods. Easy to warm up in the microwave and nutritious enough. No thanks. I never eat between meals. Every meal has been carefully selected by Mom based on its caloric intake and ease of preparation. Not now. I have more important things to do. Mom always says that milk is good for my fragile bones. That's why we always have a supply in the fridge. I already had breakfast.
Окей, тебе надо чем-то другим подпереть, да? Вопрос, чем? Нам еще где-то надо найти лестницу, чтобы взять то колесо или что там у нас в комнате висит.
Let's see if this rubber hammer might come in handy.
Ну, кто бы сомневался.
Let's not do that anymore. Let's see if this rubber... Let's not do that.
Ладно, ничего нового не сказал.
Excellent idea. That way I can open it without causing irreparable damage. I wonder how much I've managed to save in the last few months.
Окей.
I expected more. All that noise and all I got is this lot of gears? I don't even know how they ended up in here. It has already yielded all it can. Seeing its contents makes me realize that I didn't invest my savings wisely. The screws don't turn. They got rusty with time.
И...
It has to be liquid in order to use it. It won't come out of the bottle otherwise.
То, блин, заржавело, то этот надо смягчить. Издеваешься, что ли? Зачем нам бантус? Мы ж его уже использовали. Ну, по этим
Better shut
поднимись.
the closet door so I can get a better grip. It won't be an ISO 9000 certified ladder, but it will do. Got you, Wheel.
Конечно, чудо-портфель по типу, который все вмещает. Так, смягчить, говоришь, надо. И где мы это можем сделать? А, может, в микроволновке?
Too risky. There's a risk that the container may explode or melt. I'll need a less powerful heat source. There's no gas. Mom turned it off before leaving for fear that something might happen. Again.
И где у вас источник газа?
It would be a good idea if my mother wasn't fixated with LED. Basically, even if I put my hand on it, I can't feel any change in temperature. Maybe it would work with another lamp.
В своей комнате. Она ж не просто так включается.
Excellent. The heat from the lamp is melting the oil. It's ready to use now.
Окей.
The rusty screws are loosening up. I also finished the suntan oil. I better leave the empty bottle here. Now it works. Just what I needed.
И...
There's no need to do anything else. Another job well done. I couldn't go anywhere without it.
Ты его просто закрутил? Серьезно? А раньше ты этого сделать никак не мог. Окей. Теперь все готово. Так, дальше у нас... Ну, в порядку будем собирать.
Very good. There's still something missing.
Так, руль. Дальше колесо. Сиденье, звонок.
Another part. Almost ready. Making progress. I can glimpse its shape. I'd really love to try it. I think there's still something missing. How professional. Nearly there.
Так, дальше у нас шестеренки, цепь и педаль.
Perfect. A few more parts. Nearly there. Not long to go. Look at this piece. I'd say, not long to go. Nearly there. They connect perfectly. The bike is ready. I just have to take it, and that's it. Bone-Town, here I come.
Ну да, конечно, ты ж засунул его в сумку. Без проблем. Угу. Ну, вроде все уже сделано. Можем выходить в город.
Let's go.
какими странными путями он передвигается. И это называется, он знает свою округу, да? Ну, то, что ему карта не нужна. У тебя ничего не
It
осталось?
felt like something from my bike was missing. I forgot to mount the brakes in my hurry to leave. Fortunately, I escaped without any major damage. Better take what's left. I'm especially sad about the bike. I was very fond of it.
То, что осталось? Так, у нас есть два направления.
I can't go back. First of all, it's night, and I don't want to walk all the way.
Значит, в город. А, вон ты где, офигеть, ты далеко, конечно. Так-то, я так понимаю, назад.
I have vague memories from when I was a child, but I don't think the fountain was in this condition. I remember my father told me the city was built around this place because a source of fresh water spilled out of here. Now the city seems to be letting itself go. I could pick all the weeds and try to fix it, but I'm not here for that reason. I've arrived at the Dead Man Inn. This was the place I always stayed with Mom and Dad when we came here, and it's the same place indicated by my father in his letter. Better leave it here. Other travelers might need it.
Ну да, это назад.
I'd rather wait for daylight, or at least the moon to become brighter. I'd rather not go around the city at night. You never know.
Ну, смотрите, в этой игре у нас не так много выбора, куда пройти. И в каком-то плане это хорошо, не так громоздко куда-либо надо ходить. И намного легче, ну, намного быстрее будет прохождение.
Today's special. Pigeon pudding drowned in grog. Hardtack and fat fried in grog. Grog cake? It looks like a diet rich with fiber and carbs. Better leave it for the next customer. Take it and deprive the next tourist of those delights? That sounds crazy to me. It's a poster for the Lafitte Amusement Park, the most prestigious amusement park in Bonetown. I stand corrected. The only amusement park in Bonetown. Grand opening October 29, 1915. By now, it's probably the only abandoned amusement park in Bonetown. Better leave it here to remind all Bonetown tourists of the beauty of Lafitte Park.
Так. Здесь есть ключи. Здесь, видимо, по типу гостиной.
The last pages are blank. Well, the whole book is blank, actually. I have no idea how to use a quill. I can hardly write even with a normal ballpoint pen. It's the key to room 09, the one indicated on my father's letter. I absolutely have to take it. It's the key to room 10.
It seems you didn't register. No registration, no key. But most of all, no payment, no room.
Не волнуйся, деньги у нас есть.
I don't know how it works where you're from, but in my inn, it's a good rule to ask before taking something.
I'm sorry, you're perfectly right. May I take the key to room 09?
Absolutely not.
But you just told me that if I asked, you would give it to me.
I just said it's a good rule to ask before taking something, but you absolutely can't take that key because of the second rule of the house. Whatever decision I make is law. That means you can't take the key so long as I'm here at the inn, and I've been here for 30 years. Every given day, every single hour.
Didn't you even get a day off? Now I can understand your good mood.
What did you say?
Only that I respect your rules and I admire you for your commitment and courtesy.
Это звучало как угрожение, если честно.
It's hard to give up to something you want very badly, isn't it?
Yes. Can you loan that to me for just a few minutes? It has immense sentimental value to me.
To me as well. So I'd say my sentimental value wins over yours.
I'd say you're right. There are tons of options. Beer, grog, more grog. I can also try the house specialty, beer and grog. Not to be confused with grog and beer, a useless and tasteless beverage.
Ну да, это ж вообще разные вещи.
Bartender, something strong, please.
Sure, what can I get you? I imagine a fresh glass of plain water would work. Or maybe a lemonade. But I doubt you could handle it.
On second thought, I'm not that thirsty.
It's better that way.
I guess he's the owner. Good evening, my good man.
Good evening, boy. How can I help you?
I need a place where I can stay tonight.
It's your lucky day, boy. The Dead Man Inn is the best in the business.
Very good. I almost feel at home. Are there any rooms available?
I'm happy to check, but I have to warn you, we are in peak season. In this one, we still have to clean up bloodstains. Room 08 is already occupied by me. I just have number 09 and 10 left.
Then 09 would be perfect. That is also my lucky number.
In that case, I can't do anything other than give you room 10.
But I just told you I'd like to have 09.
Everybody likes number 9. If I gave you that room, the next customer could only take number 10, which nobody likes. So they would leave.
I could leave too, since I'm not pleased with that.
Of course. Indeed, you have the look of someone who can go and choose another inn. For your information, Dead Man Inn is the most comfortable, as well as the only inn in a 40-kilometer area. You can also go find yourself another inn and come back tomorrow morning. I'm always here. So, room 09 or 10.
Ты что, издеваешься? Типа, если я выберу 10, то он мне даст 9, да? Ну, я надеюсь хотя бы на это. Или он все же мне даст именно то, что я попрошу сейчас. Сложно. Давайте попробуем еще раз 9 номер.
I really want 09.
Very well. Then I have another interesting offer for you. You can choose number 10, or you can take the door across the room and spend the night outdoors.
I'd say room 10 has suddenly become my favorite.
Do you have money for the accommodation?
Yes, I think I can pay for one night in this amazing resort.
I don't know what a resort is, but it is sufficient that you have the money to pay.
Here's the money.
Kid, this isn't much. It will only be good enough for one night.
I think that's enough.
Good. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Morgan. Willy Morgan.
Morgan. That name sounds familiar to me. Have you already been in our lovely little town?
Many years ago, but I was very young. Maybe you remember my dad, Henry Morgan.
Henry Morgan, you said? Something springs to mind, but I think a long time must have passed.
Yes, a long time. I'd say 10 years since he disappeared.
And why do we have the pleasure of seeing you again in Bone-Town?
For the anniversary of my father's disappearance. Today it's 10 years exactly.
There's always a good reason to stay at the Dead Man Inn of Bone-Town.
I have no doubt about it.
Now I have to get back to my job. Help yourself to the key to room number 10.
Thank you.
Once you are settled in your room, you'll find a pre-printed form. I need to complete the check-in. Bring it back as soon as you have filled it out.
All right, thank you. Thanks, and goodbye.
А если я 9 возьму?
You chose room number 10. It's the only key you can take.
Technically, it wasn't exactly a choice.
It doesn't change the fact that you can only take the key to room number 10.
All right.
Эх, тогда, возможно, через окна полазим в 9 номер.
Hello, boss. It's me. You won't believe this. Henry Morgan's son just showed up here.
Henry's son? Why did he come here?
He hasn't said too much about the reason for his visit. What do you want me to do? Do I warn Bob?
Yes, standard procedure.
Okay. As soon as the kid comes back here, Bob will take a good look at the belongings of the young Morgan. Sure, boss. I'll keep you posted. See you later.
Ах ты ж крыса-то какая.
There are a series of pictures portraying famous people who seem to have stayed here. Stanko Stupar immortalized Abraham Lincoln. If I take it down, the innkeeper would surely notice. Behind that door is the orderly's room. Owls. Owls again. I don't need it. Those eyes make me feel quite uncomfortable. I shudder to think what it might be. Color and density do not bode well. I'd rather not touch that substance. It's locked.
Кто бы сомневался.
According to what the innkeeper said, this is his room. I'd really prefer not to enter. Better not go inside. If the innkeeper finds out, I'd be concerned for my safety. I didn't know Walken came here too. He's been immortalized by the artist Ayman Akhtar. I'd rather admire it on this wall. It's a Riyadh Qasim work. There's no need to take it with me. Tiago Huazel painted this subject. Maybe the youngest visitor to the Dead Man Inn. This portrait is the work of Tiago Huazel. I'd rather leave it where it is. I want the other guests to enjoy these works as well. This is the room my dad told me about. I have to get inside. Locked. It seems like a piece of modern art. It really belongs here. I wouldn't want to upset the symmetry of this place. Room 10, the one most coveted by the customers of the Dead Man Inn. I can't open it. It's locked. Restricted to personnel only. It doesn't lead to other rooms. It looks more like a second entrance. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities.
Ну, давайте зайдем в наш номер.
It's sealed. It looks like something bad happened. I'm not sure I want to know what. A fireplace of great workmanship. It's summer. It doesn't make any sense to heat up an already warm room. It's the form the innkeeper was talking about. First, I have to fill in this form, and then I can use the services of the room. I haven't got a pen with me and can't see one around. Better go back to the innkeeper and ask for more info. I don't think I should touch anything. That yellow tape does not bode well. It's an aftershave. Somebody was in a hurry to leave the room and forgot it. A peculiar scent. I wouldn't say it's good, but at least it adds a different touch to the place. It looks like a rudimentary room bell. It looks like a communication system. Better complete the check-in. I wouldn't want the innkeeper to accuse me of using a service that still doesn't belong to me.
Так, здесь все. Ну, пошлите. Возможно, нам надо будет как-нибудь выкручиваться. За нами же уже, так скажем, выехали. Пока еще нет никого, к счастью.
I saw the stain in the hallway.
You have very good eyesight. It blends well with the rest of the upholstery.
Well,
I'm waiting for the cleaning lady to use her expertise to remove that. I'd like to have a touch of freshness in the air when it's done.
I expect that won't be easy. The fireplace in the room is very nice.
It's one of the many points of pride of the Dead Man Inn. There's one in every room, hand-built by one of my ancestors, brick by brick.
Thanks, Goodbye. I'm back with the form you talked about, but I haven't got a pen with me, and I still have to fill it out.
Doesn't matter. Give it to me so I can write the essential data down.
Thank you.
Name and surname.
Your memory is a bit spotty. I'm Willy Morgan.
Sorry, kid. You know how it is. Age plays shameful tricks.
You seem like a different person now. Kinder and more friendly.
Maybe I left you with a bad impression before. I'd like to make things right now.
Did you hear that too?
Hear what? There are a lot of noises in this inn.
Did you hear it now?
It's probably some little animal.
The one who made that sound must be a big one. And how? What now? Did you hear that noise again?
Yes, but I don't think you should be worried. It's normal. In fact, I think it's finished now.
How can you be so sure?
It happens all the time. As soon as you open a door, drafts let the wind through and it does funny things.
Okay, what else do you need?
I'd say I'm okay with this. I have everything I need.
Only name and surname?
Here in Bone-Town, we need very little information. The rest will fall right into place.
Okay, now I must get back to work.
Me too. I'm very busy.
With what? Okay, thank you.
Ну, вещей мы, собственно, там никаких и не оставляли. То есть он там пришел просто так. У нас там ничего не было.
Oh my god! And to think that, according to the innkeeper, it was just a little animal. Luckily, I always keep the important things with me. Never trust anyone. Dad was right. I better warn the innkeeper.
Зато ему ты доверяешь, да?
What the hell happened here?
I guess a robber came in and trashed the whole room.
I cannot be 100% sure, but all clues lead to that. Have they taken anything valuable from you?
I put a bank check for $100,000 in the safe.
What safe?
Yes, I always travel with a gold bar.
Yes, of course. And do you usually leave it in hotel rooms as a tip?
I am extremely generous. I have all my valuable things on me.
Better this way. The Dead Man Inn is the most comfortable in the area, but it doesn't have any insurance in the event of theft, disappearance, or death.
I was lucky it was just a theft.
Unfortunately, there have been many such cases in Bone-Town lately.
Seeing the current condition of this room, can I have room 09 now?
I already explained that I can't. I'm awaiting a huge influx of tourists in the next few days, and I need that room. If you could wait just a few minutes, I will clean everything up like it was before. Then, as compensation, I won't make you pay from tomorrow night on.
Actually, I just wanted to stay for tonight. It'd be enough if you returned the money I already gave you.
Boy, don't push it. That is my offer. Take it or leave it.
Your kindness astounds me. Seems I can't do anything other than accept it.
Wise choice. Now, if you can clear out, I have to clean up the room. If you give me the key back, I'll clean up everything and give it back to you at the entrance. I'll take a moment. Using the back door, I'll be at the entrance before you arrive.
Thanks, my good man.
Ну, пока ты там убираешься, я уже сворую тебе ключ от 9 номера. Ах ты ж, пришел таки.
Have you already cleaned up the room?
Yes, everything's in order again. Here's the key.
Okay, thanks.
And you have all the services of the Dead Man Inn at your disposal.
Like what, for example?
The most important one is room service. And following that, the Do Not Disturb.
What's the do not disturb?
It's this amazing object. Only paper of the highest quality for our customers. with the writing "Do Not Disturb" in giant letters. You just have to hang this on the door, and I'll know you don't want to be disturbed. Here, take it.
Thanks, very useful. How does the room service work?
When the customers call, it is the duty of every good innkeeper to answer. I try to be as fast as possible so as to not leave my position untended. If you don't see me at the counter, it's because some impediment forced me to use the back door. There are a lot of steps to get there. Going down is not a problem. It speeds up my movement. Climbing really slows me down.
Thanks, that seems clear to me. Thanks, and goodbye.
Так. Значит, мы можем найти ступеньки?
I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities.
Окей, не можем на них выйти.
I can't open it.
What now? Oh, that must be the new guest. I saw straight away that he was a troublemaker. Better go check. I wonder when the cleaning lady is going to fix this disaster. Actually, I wonder when I last saw the cleaning lady. I don't think I've seen her at work since our discussion about the hourly rate. I'm sure she'll come back. Nobody can refuse $1 per hour. Better check what's happening in room number 10. Can I help you?
I'm testing the room service. Excellent service.
Also the price. Maybe I forgot to tell you that after a certain number of calls, an extra fee is triggered.
Cordial as usual.
If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my business.
Everything's okay, thanks. I can't. This lock is pretty solid. It fits perfectly. It was a good try, but unfortunately the key doesn't turn. I can't open room 09 with the key for room 10.
Ну, это как бы логично. Так, нам что-то надо учудить, а просто только что. Ну, скорее всего, уже там что-то будем делать в следующей серии. Если вам, конечно, понравится игра. Но, скорее всего, мы ее уже продолжать будем. Поэтому, возможно, ссылка на плейлист группы ВК в описании. Всем пока!